Hello and welcome to Happy Dish. My name is Dana and today I want to show you how I made this amazing cheese pie. They are traditional Romanian cheese pies, so I hope you're going to enjoy watching this recipe and even maybe you will try it. So I will start with the dough, and I need for these 500 grams of all-purpose flour, a pinch of salt, 250 milliliters of warm milk. I will use 2 egg yolks, and I need them to be at room temp. Also butter, 100 grams of soft butter, 7 grams of dry yeast, vanilla sugar. I have 2 envelopes each, 8 grams, 50 grams of sugar, and I'm going to use lemon zest. I will first activate the yeast and I will pour some warm milk over it, like 1 tablespoon of sugar and also 1 tablespoon of flour. This will make the dough rise faster if you do this step. So I'll give this a stir and let it aside for about 7 to 10 minutes depending on the warmth, the temp in your kitchen. But until the yeast will, this mixture exactly will be like a foam. So I will let it aside now and I will use it later. I love to add lemon zest in my cheese pies because my mom used to do this and my grandma also. So make sure to grate only the yellow part because the white one is bitter, but I'm sure you already know this. So grate only the yellow part and use it in your cheese pies. It will give a nice flavor. And make sure to use lemons that haven't been treated, so the zest it's okay for be consumed. I'm going to use the KitchenAid, my mixer, to knead the dough. So I will pour the flour in this bowl. I will add yeast over it. As you can see, it's really like a foam. So pour it over the flour, and I will use this to knead it. I must add 2 egg yolks as well and start kneading. And also I will add gradually the rest of the ingredients: salt, sugar, warm milk, and room temperature butter. And I will knead this dough for about 10 minutes until it's going to be a compact dough. I'm adding for flavor lemon zest and vanilla sugar and the rest of the milk. Because I love to knead by hand doughs, even if I knead it with a mixer, I still like to knead it by hand for a few minutes. If the dough is too sticky, you can add a bit more flour, like 1 tablespoon or so, but don't add too much. You don't want a really tough dough. So give it a knead by hand. Your hand warmth will make a difference and the dough will rise faster. As you can see, it's looking really nice. I'm adding just a tiny bit of flour. I will let it rise until double in size for at room temp, and I will cover it with cling film. After that, I will take it on my working surface and I'm going to split it in 12 equal parts because I'm going to make 12 smaller pies, individual ones. So as you can see, I'm splitting this dough in 9 parts. I'm trying to make them as equal as I can, and I am shaping them like balls between my hands and let them aside. I have to make the filling, so for this I'm going to use 500 grams of cottage cheese, 70 grams of sugar, 30 grams of grits, 2 egg yolks again, and 2 envelopes each of 8 grams of vanilla sugar. So I will mix all these together. As you can see, the cottage cheese is really dry, so I like this one. Grits, sugar, vanilla sugar for more flavor. And I'm separating the eggs because I'm going to use only egg yolks. And using a fork or a spatula, just give these all a mix, a stir, and the filling is ready. One other thing that you can add in this filling, it is raisins. You can add a handful of raisins if you prefer. It's not necessary, but if you like raisins, for sure you're going to love to add some in this mixture. So let's shape now the pies. So with the rolling pin on the working surface, I'm going to shape each of those portions, put cheese filling in the middle, like 1 tablespoon or so, and I will bring to the center all the corner of the pies. Make sure to bring opposite corners first, and pinch them good in the center, so when they are going to bake, they are not going to open. And place them on an oven tray on baking paper and shape the rest of them the same way. So as a rectangular, put cheese in the middle and in the tray. I'm going to give them an egg wash after I let them raise in the tray for about 30 minutes. And because I want them to have a nice glaze, so I'm mixing 1 egg, and I will add a tiny bit of milk over in the egg mixture as well. And with a brush, I'm going to brush them all. They will have such a nice color after baking if you do this step. I'm going to bake them in a preheated oven at 180 Celsius or 350 Fahrenheit for about 25 minutes. Keep an eye on your oven. I have an old oven on gas with burner only underneath, so keep an eye on yours depending what type of oven you have. Make sure to read the baking instructions from your oven. And because I want them to have a really nice look, I will sprinkle some brown sugar on top. And after this, I'm going to bake them. The filling hasn't been enough for all 12 because probably I didn't split it good enough. So one of the pie just ended up being like a croissant, like a butter croissant, but everything went well. So these are the pies baked in the oven. They smell, they look, they taste amazing. And I really hope you're going to try them out. After baking, I powdered them with powdered sugar right after I took them out from the oven, because this way the sugar will stick to them. So I really hope you're going to try them out. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Find reasons to smile, and I see you here next time. Bye bye.